second half away, attacking the Gallagher's end away to our right. What a contrast this fixture compared to the corresponding game last season in May when Queen's Park Rangers came here in midweek and trounced Newcastle 4-0, their worst home defeat for more than 3 years. The crowd just 10,000. What a transformation in just a few short months. James's Park looks picture this afternoon, the pitch immaculate. Jackie Milburn said it was the best he'd ever seen it. A tribute to the groundsman John Somerville after a pop concert by the Rolling Stones had cast some doubt as to the health of the pitch this season. And certainly both sets of players seem to have enjoyed the atmosphere of this afternoon. Generous applause there from the crowd was for the New England manager, Bobby Robson, settling into his seat. Here's Waddle looking to find Keegan, but it was cut out. Castle's free kick. His position in the middle, of course playing into the end of this half where the majority of Newcastle's fans, or the most vociferous anyway, are stacked. Saunders with the kick, all the way though for the indoors to clear. Cartwright having to turn it back to Craggs, all the way back for Steve Hardwick. Keegan's flick. Dawes. See Stewart. And Jeff Clark there. A bit too casual perhaps, but he's got a second go. Jeff Clark, the crowd like that. And he's trying to go in all alone. But Varadi was in an offside position. And play brought back. But Jeff Clark, who was always like to come surging forward, will certainly have enjoyed that, I think. So too did the crowd. Keegan setting up Waddle. Varadi. And he was onside. And I don't think even Varadi knew it. Tucker immediately looked towards the linesman. Waddle chinking and trying to work the opening. It's a good ball and Varadi was through on the side as they all waited, but he couldn't really make the opportunity tell. Waddock. Cartwright. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Still we await the first goal of the 82-83 season here at St James's Park. And the crowd beginning to respond again to try and lift Newcastle. Gary Waddock getting the tackle in. Finding Seeley at the end of it. And it's Seeley on the chase now, but had to brace it up. Got a good bit of football there, appreciated by the crowd. There goes the half-time whistle. No goals so far in this game. After a rather frenetic opening, the pattern of the game has settled. Imre Varadi, in fact, has probably looked the most dangerous forward on show. And Kevin Keegan's shown some clever flicks and first-time touches, but Rangers with this young side by no means over or white suit. And I wonder just how long it is since that particular regalia has had an airing at St James's Park, but certainly the wear of it looks in remarkable metal. Well, we've got everything this afternoon. We've even got a streaker, and he's given a scarf to Kevin Keegan, but I think he wants to use the scarf for more modest purposes. Well, Kevin Keegan may have got the biggest cheer this afternoon, and this fellow perhaps has got the second biggest. fixture compared to the corresponding game last season in May when Queen's Park Rangers came here in midweek and trounced Newcastle 4-0, their worst home defeat for more than 3 years, and the crowd just 10,000. What a transformation in just a few short months. James's Park looks the picture this afternoon, the pitch immaculate. Jackie Milburn said it was the best he'd ever seen it. A tribute to the groundsman John Somerville after a pop concert by the Rolling Stones had cast some doubt as to the health of the pitch this season. And certainly both sets of players seem to have enjoyed the atmosphere of this afternoon. Generous applause there from the crowd was for the New England manager, Bobby Robson, settling into his seat. Here's Waddle looking to find Keegan, but it was cut out. Castle's free kick. Keegan taking up his position in the middle. Of course, going into the end of this half where the majority of Newcastle's fans, or the most vociferous anyway, are stacked. Saunders with the kick. All the way though for Ian Dawes to clear. Cartwright really having to turn it back to Craggs. All the way back for Steve Hardwick. Keegan's flick. Dawes. Sees Stewart. And Jeff Clark there. Too casual perhaps, but he's got a second go. Jeff Clark, the crowd like that, and he's trying to go it all alone, but Varadi was in an offside position and play brought back. But Jeff Clark, who was always like to come surging forward, will certainly have enjoyed that, I think. So too did the crowd. Waddle. Varadi. And he was onside. And I don't think even Varadi knew it. Tucker immediately looked towards the linesman. Waddle thinking and trying to work the opening. It was a good ball and Varadi was through on the side as they all waited, but he couldn't really make the opportunity tell. Waddock. Cartwright. 15 minutes gone in the second half, and still we await the first goal of the 82-83 season here at St James's Park. And the crowd beginning to respond again to try and lift Newcastle. Gary Waddock getting the tackle in. Forward. Keegan's flick. Varadi. Keegan again. Chance here for Keegan. He's done it. Kevin Keegan scores and St James's Park goes absolutely wild. 15 minutes gone pressure off Keegan, who was so much centre stage today. Now Steinrod turning dangerously, trying to force his way through. Good skill from Steinrod, but he just couldn't continue. Weight of numbers beat him. But fine skills from the big man. Really proving difficult to shake off the ball. He really didn't have proper balance, but he still kept the ball going, but just finally lost it at the last moment. Substitute Steve Burke, who was substitute in the cup final replay, you may remember, and he'll come on to take the place of Gary Micklewhite. By Steve Burke. Steve Burke with a little under 20 minutes to make some impression on this game. Jeff Clark has had a fine debut for his new club, Jeff Clark. He stayed up with the attack as it comes out wide for Chris Waddle. Taking no chances with that one, and he seems to have cracked his arm or elbow perhaps as he pushed that one away to safety. But it's a corner to Newcastle. Waddle will take it. Keegan challenging, but Hucker collects. Luck on the right now. It's a poor one though, and it's City and Stewart away. And Steinrod now, good return ball. Stewart's continued. He's only got Seeley in the middle, a little bit of support arriving now, but he's had to check back. Steinrod now. Away there by Craggs. Waddock. Dangerous in defence. Oh, fine shot from Gregory, and Steve Hardwick just about got his body behind that one, but what a good snapshot. Newcastle defence was living dangerously then. Never really convincingly cleared it. There was a missed kick by Haddock and it fell to Gregory and he blasted it. And Steve Hardwick just about held on. Now Mick Martin for Newcastle. And he's onside, Peter Cartwright. They've got three men spare here in the middle. They can get the ball in. Waddle. Great work by the keeper. It was a golden opportunity squandered by Newcastle. Three in a line there onside. Cartwright was the man who sprung the trap originally. Played the ball into the middle. The first man there was Waddle, and over the top it went. But credit to Hucker, who came out to close him down. In there, falls for Keegan, brings it down and finds Waddle in one movement. Now Mick Martin to Varadi, he's onside, but he couldn't take the chance. He just delayed that fraction, and that was all Peter Hucker needed. That was a fine chance for Imre Varadi to really put this game beyond all doubt. Played forward there by Mick Martin. Seemed to wait for the offside decision, but Mr. Mills signalled quite clearly he was all right, and Hucker pulled it back. Well, Kevin, a remarkable day, and to score the only goal of the game, a remarkable ending to it.
Well, if the people have enjoyed themselves half as much as I have today, then we're all happy. Tremendous. It's fairy tale stuff. QPR made it very difficult. They're a good side. They're the sort of quality of side we're going to have to beat if we're going to get promotion. And first half, I thought they deserved, if anything, to go probably be in front. But once we got on top in the second half, we could have won 4 or 5 in the end. So we showed a tremendous amount of character. I thought Jeff Clark at the back was unbelievable. And Craigsy and the young lads, they covered every bit of ground, which we can give them the experience, and if they can give us the legs, then we've got a recipe for success. So,
what about the goal as well? Because it was very well worked with Imre Varadi.
Well, I said to Ray afterwards, he did brilliant for me, and I hope next week I can do the same for him. I flicked it on and just turned, and once he knocked it in the space, it was one against the keeper, and I think he did everything he could to make it difficult for me, but I just managed to squeeze it in, and the crowd sucked it in. I only just tapped it, and they sucked it right in the net. It was a great feeling, and it's one of those. I didn't want to come out of the crowd, I just want to stay there forever. I was tired, you see. I was quite happy when the lad held on to me. I said, keep hold of me, whatever you do.
Can I just take you back to your entrance into the St James's Park Arena? What really was going through your mind when you walked out onto the pitch?
Well, obviously, people had said all week, you're never going to know anything like this, so I knew it was going to be something special, but it surprised me even more than I thought it would. Incredible noise, deafening. And the amazing thing about St James's Park, compared with other grounds, is that in Liverpool you get it from the Kop, but at St James's Park it comes from everywhere. So it's like stereo almost. With 4 speakers. I've never known anything like it. Obviously, when Malcolm made his debut 11 years ago, we're playing against him. You try and shove it out your mind, but when they're for you, it's a different thing. And they won us the game in the end. They kept us going when we needed it. We didn't have a particularly good first half, but as I say, that's what great supporters are all about. They can win you games that sometimes you don't deserve to win.